Hello, zusammen, Mr. Schatz here. Today we're going to be talking about fractional gold. And should you be stacking it? Is it a waste of money? Are the premiums too high? Just in case you wanted to watch the first 15 seconds, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I think everyone should be stacking it, and here's why. Firstly, what is fractional? Fractional is pretty much anything smaller than an ounce. So you go, your half ounce, your quarter ounce, your 1/8 ounce, all the way down to your 1/10 ounce, and you can even go all the way down to a gram. A 1/10 ounce is 3.11 grams. I actually got one right here. This is a little Philharmonics 10 mark 1/10 ounce out of Austria. Super nice little coins. This one's the newest one. It's 2022. 49's fine. Great little bit of gold there. Now let's get into why you should stack these first, before we get into the maybe why nots. First, alright, so think about this. You've been stacking gold, and if you're one of those dudes who's stacking gold for an economic crash or just a loss of fiat currency, totally, there's nothing left, you don't want to be carrying around a big bar of 1 ounce gold, 100 grams of gold or something, and say you want to trade that with the farmer down the road for a chicken. You're going to have to trade for all of his chickens for your 1 ounce, or you've got to carve a piece off, whereas this little thing here is pretty much a condensed 220 odd euros for such a small little coin. You can fit 10 of these in your wallet, 20 of them in your wallet even. And it's easy to carry, it's easy to go, and it's a more reasonable amount to pay someone. So you're paying someone for a few days' labor in this post-apocalyptic world. Or you just want something really small and compact to store. This is a lot of wealth in a tiny, tiny little package. However, let's get to the downside. You are paying for those higher premiums. The smaller fraction you go, the more you're going to be paying in premium. If you're going to be buying 1 gram, for instance, so about a third of the size of this one, it's going to cost you 60, 70, 80 bucks just for a gram. Now times that by 32, or 31.1 to get an ounce, that's quite a lot of premium. This, for instance, is between 211 and 220 for these wee Philharmonics here in Germany, 220 euros. So that is basically, times it by 10, 2,200 euros an ounce. That's kind of expensive. Whereas if you're just paying 1,800, 1,700, 1,900 for an ounce, you're paying an extra few hundred euros in just premium, which could be another whole piece like this, if you were to just buy a 1 ounce coin and then get yourself one of these as well. The plus side is, if you're just starting out and you just want to get your first bit of gold, you can probably scrape together 220 euros in a couple of months, even as a student. Or, if it's really out of reach, then you can get something smaller, just so you get that taste for gold. Get something that you can actually hold. And if you just want to diversify a bit from your silver, you can get yourself some gold for not too ridiculous a price. However, it is worth just saving up for the bigger stuff, at least trying to get yourself a half or a quarter, or all the way up to an ounce. An ounce is obviously going to take a bit of discipline and a bit of saving, and it's quite a lot to invest, but the way things go, gold is pretty liquid, and worst case, you could quickly sell your fractional, you could quickly sell your ounce if you had to. In my opinion, regardless of where you're starting out in your stacking journey, I think everyone should have at least a few quarters, maybe a few 1/10s in your stack. That way you can trade a small amount, you've got something small, something a bit more liquid, something that you can get away quickly. Maybe you don't want to sell a whole ounce, maybe you don't need 2,000 euros, maybe you just want a couple hundred. Quickly flicker away one of these. You can even trade this, honestly, if people know you've got genuine gold, you can trade them a little 1/10 ounce for, who knows what, some study books, and you're sorted. So if you're well along in your stacking journey and you've already got a few big ounces, then getting yourselves a few of these, I'm sure, is pretty affordable. And if you're just starting, this is a reasonable goal to get yourself a few of these. Anyway, guys, like Mr. Schutz, subscribe to Mr. Schutz, and I'll get you some more content. This was just a little quick video here, just to get something up on the channel, get the ball rolling. I've now got 2 subscribers, so thanks, boys. And hopefully someone else will. And I'll keep giving you some new content. Next video is going to be another silver one, but keep your eyes peeled because I have got some 200-year-old gold coming soon. Some antique Kaiser Reich stuff. So keep you posted. Alright guys, peace, subscribe, cheers.